the second lesson on painting a still life in oils. In this lesson, we'll continue exploring the technique and paint a pomegranate as realistically as possible. We'll begin by layering the primary colors and work from highlights to shadows. We'll apply cadmium orange and cadmium red to create depth and convey the translucent structure of the pomegranate seeds. We'll immediately outline the rounded shape of the seeds. Move the brush along the fruit's volume, not horizontally. Short, arched strokes create a sense of roundness. Fill in the main body of color and outline the grains. Try to avoid pure red. It should be vibrant, slightly complex, with hints of ochre or sienna. Forget about small accents at this stage. Look at the drawing as a single, cohesive mass. We'll add the details and accents in the last video, only after the glazes are 100% dry. Now we start to apply dark burgundy to the shadowed areas. As we recall, the light in this still life is coming from the upper right. Next, we'll use a dark burgundy, almost black, for clear outlines between the grains. This helps separate them from each other and create depth for the garnet shadows. It's better to use a mixture of ultramarine, madder lake, and umber than just black. This creates transparency and air. we begin the most interesting part, the key to a realistic pomegranate drawing. And your friend at this stage is a cool gray. Yes, that's right. Make the gray rich, shading into a blue-green hue, and apply it from the right toward the light. At this stage, I start working on small details, the seeds, skin texture, and light reflections. With a fine brush, I refine the edges and add subtle highlights and color variations. It's important to maintain a balance between realism and painterly expression, avoiding an overly photographic look. This technique is actively used by masters of the academic school to convey the living matter within the fruit. After that, dry brush it and mix it with burgundy, creating smooth transitions. Finally, we took a pure, vibrant red and created a transparent, watery texture in the center of each pomegranate seed. Don't be afraid of dirty tones in the shadows. Complex, dirty colors make a natural surface convincing. Pure colors are used only in highlights and reflections. Realism is 70% dependent on the correct balance of light and shadow, not on the hues. Check your work in a black and white filter. If the shape is legible and three-dimensional, everything is fine. By the way, you can look at Sandro Botticelli's wonderful work with pomegranates, Madonna of the Pomegranate, from 1470. The artist uses subtle transitions of ochre, cinnabar, and azure, creating the velvety flesh of the fruit, seemingly glowing from within. Or consider Jan David's de Heem's still life with pomegranates and a glass of wine from 1653. He creates pomegranates as an optical feast. They reflect light off glass, silver, and other objects. He worked in a multi-layered oil painting technique with glazes, creating depth and gloss. He captured the smallest color nuances, from violet shadows to yellowish reflections. In the next lesson, we'll move on to painting the dates in this still life, using the principles of volume construction and chiaroscuro modeling.